Hey guys, Tinker Taylor here today. Recording this for the second time because apparently I changed stuff on my mic and I had no idea that nobody could hear me. But that's good to know, figuring out how my mic actually works, because I didn't realize it does. But now I do. But anyway, we are working on the plant house. So this is sort of similar to the previous one. The previous one was kind of claiming to be a plant house, but there was like 4 plants in it. And this one is really actually a plant house. It's very much similar to the Leafeon Townhouse if you saw that video. Um, if you haven't, definitely check it out because it was one of my favorite builds so far, favorite townhouses that I've ever done. Um, I don't know, it was just kind of fun and interesting to do this build. Not, I don't want to say limited, but not, yeah, limited by a an idea. It was just kind of go free with it. Um, And not even that I felt limited by the Leafeon build, but it just, yeah, it didn't feel as limiting as that build did. So, yeah, definitely enjoyed building this one. In case you, again, didn't watch the last video, I said this is my house, this is where I live. So if anyone wants to claim it, I'm sorry, it's already been claimed. I absolutely love living. Oh, sorry, I say I'd love living here. I'd love to live here. Unfortunately, I do not live on my own. I live with a bajillion other people, so yeah, just one too many people for my liking. Um, but I'll live, it's fine. Um, yeah, it's just living with a bunch of other people can be quite, not intense, but like just a little overwhelming. Um, because yeah, it's just there's so many people, there's so much stuff going on, there's so many people like needing this and that and whatever, and it's always busy and in and out. And actually today, like sometimes it's like that, but as I say, right now, as I'm recording this, I think there's only one other person right now. We used to have 8 people, now we've got 7. Um, but yeah, we've still got like all the pets and stuff like that as well, so it's always busy household. Um, yeah, it's very intense sometimes. Other times, it's not so bad. But yeah, to live somewhere like this would be really awesome. I'd love to kind of just, yeah, live on my own, not have to deal with a bajillion other people. That would be pretty fantastic. Um yeah, like I said, living with too many other people. Definitely do not live on my own or in this townhouse. Really awesome if I did. I feel like with the amount of plants that I put in, it would be amazing. Absolutely amazing. It'd be so fresh. Like lots and lots of oxygen. Um And I didn't necessarily design this place as if it were for me per se. Um, but I definitely designed it in a style I like a bit more than some of the other builds I've styled. I ended up using, yeah, some fun and different and interesting things. And mixing and matching things. So it was interesting and different for sure. I think my favorite bit of this build is the office, which is on the very top floor. But I believe we have an office. I'm trying to work my way down. An office, a main bedroom area, which does not have its own ensuite. But this is the bathroom on the the next level down, and then the entry level is living, dining, kitchen, I think. It's definitely got kitchen and dining. It's not living. Living's up, sorry, on this floor. I keep forgetting. Because I've done so many of these builds, and I did this 2 months ago, 1 month ago, 1 month ago. Yeah, like a month and a couple days ago. So it's been a while since I've had a look at these builds, but yeah, definitely going to jump in and finish this build off very soon. I kind of have to. I'll probably do it today actually. Got a bunch of builds I need. Hopefully I can build a bunch. And don't worry, this office is currently small, but I do size it up because I expanded the size of the 2 floors below it, and I just never expanded this. We will do that in a minute. I just end up going on a hunt for all the plants, and I pull out basically everything. Now, ideally, I would have loved to have this one face out towards the ocean or the sea or the river or whatever it is. Yeah, it's probably a river. Um, but I don't. I have it facing out towards whatever. I think it's like a city the other way or whatever. But I don't even mind that. Like if I had a city view or an water view, I think either would be fine for me. I'm not too fussed. Um, I don't know, it's kind of interesting and fun, and I like this little, like the walls being different colors here because it kind of feels like this was a space that they saw could be used for living, and it was kind of like a wasted space, and so somebody came along and developed and built a house in this little space, and I love it. I think it's fantastic. Um, it's just yeah, like why would you not put this little build here? Like it's so perfect. And I don't even think I'd mind it as long as Macy didn't mind it. If you don't know, Macy's my cat. As long as she was happy and didn't mind it, I would absolutely live here. Um, and I'd probably have like there's that little dirt patch out the back. I would turn that into like a kitty litter dirt patch, of some sorts because then yeah, she'll bury it and take care of it and whatnot. But I know you can get ones that are elevated. They're like a garden bed but specifically designed for animals to go to the bathroom in, and a lot of people use them in apartments. And I think the company that does it, I don't know, I've heard of it. Someone was explaining it to me that they had seen it, but I've never actually investigated myself. But from what I remember them telling me that like each month you get like a new set of dirt, I guess, and they take the previous set of dirt and I think they turn it into like compost or something, which I think is kind of cool, but like it's also like I don't think I want that compost. Um, I don't know. I it's I like the idea of being sustainable. Don't get me wrong. Like I have no issue with that at all. It's just a little odd to think that's the composting creature or the cat that is providing the compost material. Like I also could be wrong. I have no idea if that's actually what they do. This is just based off memory of what. Again, I think this was like 2 or 3 years ago they were explaining it to me. So I could absolutely be wrong. And knowing me, I probably am. Um, but yeah, as long as Macy loved living here, I'd absolutely. I think it's absolutely fantastic. You have lots of spaces to run around and explore, even though it is small. Um, and I definitely find space to put a cat wheel in for her. I've been wanting to get one for her. I would love to know if she'd even interested in using one because I don't know if she would. I don't know if she would use one. I don't know if she'd hate it or not. But if any of you have cats that have a cat wheel, please definitely let me know. Um, if they love it, if they hate it, if you've got one cat that loves it, one cat that hates it, whatever, like whatever the situation is, please let me know because yeah, I'm definitely interested in getting something like that. Um, and yeah, if you have something like that, does it wake you up at like 3 in the morning when your cat's running on it, or is it pretty quiet, or did you have one that was noisy and now it's quiet, or any of that? I would love to get feedback on that or knowledge on that, I guess. Because yeah, for sure, I'd love to have one. Um, but yeah, we well, I say we. It's mostly me. I play with her pretty much every day. Um, especially when she's got those, the crazy cat eyes. Because I don't think it's very fair for like people take dogs for walks and play with them, and then sometimes when they have cats, they just kind of leave the cat like, oh, the cat's fine, and then they wonder why their cat sort of lashes out, and they're bored and sort of depressed because you don't play with them. So yeah, I definitely make sure to play with her. She doesn't really like a lot of toys. She's only a fan of one of them in particular, which is I think it's a little jellyfish on a string. It looks kind of like a jellyfish. But she'll only play with it if if someone else is playing with the other end with her. She will not play with it if it's just like on the floor by itself. So yeah, she's a very social player, so yeah, definitely get some, um yeah, like sometimes I'll be doing work or whatever, and like I'd be in uni class and she'd be wanting to play, so I would just be like watching my class, listening and playing with her at the same time. And she loved it. She thought it was fantastic. I found it a tad bit distracting, but she needed to play. Like you can't make her play when she's sleepy, and you can't make her sleep when she's, I was gonna say playy, but that's not really a word. When she's in the mood to play. So I definitely make sure to, yeah, give her all the attention and requests, desires, because definitely want to make sure. Um, and I'm definitely interested in getting another cat to keep. At the moment, there's only one cat. We've had in my past with her, we've had three. Um, we've had three cats. Her obviously being one of them, and she was very, very attached to one of them. Um, and they were actually a similar age. We unfortunately lost that cat at a younger age. It was really, really unfortunate. Um, but yeah, definitely looking at getting another cat. Hopefully a rescue, because that cat we got her as a kitten as a rescue. I definitely, yeah, want to rescue more cats. Um, just to give her a friend, a little friend to play with, and I think that would give her much more enjoyment than if it was just me playing with her. I'd still play with them both, obviously, but I don't know. I feel like just me playing with her, like giving her more friends to play with. I think she'd definitely enjoy that. Um, but I've definitely got to be careful with making sure she's okay with the cat and not overwhelming. That can definitely happen when you have cats and you just like suddenly get more. Um, yeah, for sure, definitely want to take that. Um, but I first have to get move into my own place because the I live with currently don't exactly want more cat. Which is understandable. I don't really want them to get more pets either. So, it's kind of just I don't want to have to deal with more dogs. We've got chicken and fish, and I think more pets in this house is kind of a silly idea. So definitely keen on moving out. Um, so yeah, I can a friend, and she's not too bad with moving either, because even without me, because for a little bit she didn't live with me because long story short, I was going to move to uni, um, my family, and then, well, not move to the uni with my family. My family was going to relocate where I was going to uni, but it fell through, and so I ended up going by myself, and she stayed with my family. But now that I'm back, I've got her, and yeah, so she's moved a couple times with my family, like me and my family with my family, and then with me now. Um, so yeah, just she's okay with that, but I don't want to be moving too much, and I definitely want to find a place where she's comfortable and happy and getting her some friends. Yeah, I don't know. I love her a lot, and I want to make sure she's happy because she she's just such a good girl. Although this morning and yesterday morning she's been a little bit naughty. Um, there was a cat on our back fence, and I thought she's normally friendly with stranger cats. She'll just kind of look at them and leave them alone and whatever. But I guess because this cat was on what she considered her back fence, she tried to swipe at it, and I was like, Missy, what are you doing? Like, that's not very nice. And I couldn't get her because there's we have a little grass patch in our backyard. I say little, it's I guess little. Um, and that's where the dogs poop. And I was barefoot, and I was like, I'm not walking through poop grass to go get you to stop you from yowling at this poor cat who just wants to be friends. Um, And then yeah, this morning she was just meowing nonstop. Like woke me up early to feed her early, but I didn't. Came and cuddled me for a little bit, and I almost fell back asleep. And then the moment I almost fell back asleep, she was like, "Oh no, no, I need to wake you up again." So she started meowing again, and there was this thing where she like paws at the door like she's running on a treadmill almost, but like I don't know, like swiping at it, and it kind of makes the door bang. So I woke up and I looked at the time and I was like, "Fine, I'll feed you." So I went and fed her, and I go back to bed after that, try and go back to sleep, and I keep the door open ajar because I know if I don't, she'll yell and scream outside the door until I let her back in. So I left it open. So instead of yelling and screaming outside the door, she came in and yelled inside, and I'm like, "What do you want? Like, come here, I'll give you cuddles." But she didn't want cuddles, she wanted to attack boards on the floor, which she doesn't do unless she wants my attention. Like, she knows it will make me give her attention. If you just come up here onto the bed, like, you can have all the attention you want. But she wanted me to get up to let her out, which, like, sweetheart, you just came in the door. You can figure out how to get out. Like, the door's still okay, whatever. Don't get me wrong, I love her, and I will always get up and feed her and do all this stuff because I love her. But it's just like, why? Why are you doing this? But anyway, that's kind of very. I just spent like 10 minutes ranting and raving about my cat. If you know me, any chance I get, I will absolutely do that. But yeah, we are almost done with this build. Like I said, it's very plants everywhere, mostly on this level and on the office level. Actually, yeah, that's a good point. I don't think I put many plants elsewhere. But yeah, that is pretty much the build. So definitely let me know if you enjoyed it. And like I said before, if you have a cat wheel, please let me know um how that works for you or doesn't work. Like let me know anything that you think I should know. And I'll greatly appreciate that. But yeah, we are finishing up now, just adding a little seating area at the back. But yeah, we are pretty much done. So yeah, if you like this sort of video of me rambling and ranting, make sure you subscribe down below. I don't normally say that, but yeah, I don't know. If you've enjoyed it, definitely let me know, and hopefully I will see you guys in the next video. Bye guys!